Something that's changed a lot over the past couple of years is just like the age demographic, but also just like population growth in general. It's like early 18th centuries, 19th centuries, there really wasn't there many spurts in population, but over the past few decades, the population has really grown. And I think that's due a lot to new technology being developed and safer and easier methods of having your own families and just populating in general. I mean, we've had just with colonization, but also just the technologies. It's been easier and safer to populate, and that's just resulted in late 19th centuries, early 2000s, just lots and lots of people getting married earlier. I would say, and then B just having lots of kids. I come from a family of 10. It's a pretty big family, and some of it is based off of religious beliefs, and I would say other circumstances can really affect um, families and how big your family is. But just between the late 19th century and early 20th century, there was just a huge spike in population growth. That's not the same nowadays. I feel like more and more people, there's a lot more questions. Yes, new technology is being developed and there it is safer than ever to have kids and stuff, but people just don't want kids. And again, this could be a number of factors, just with the economy and inflation being pretty bad, um, and just jobs, jobs, and the work ethic of these newer generations, um, and just I guess the mindset and beliefs of them. People are either not getting married, or B, they're getting married later on in their lives when they've got things figured out, um, and that just results in them not having as many kids. And I think a lot of it comes down to people are just scared to have families nowadays. It's a very scary world out there with everything that's been going on, especially like recently. Um, I think it really affects wanting to have a family and just populating in general. Like people are just living shorter lives, just due with mental health issues and other different things that come up more often nowadays than back in the day when things like social media and internet in general just didn't exist. They didn't have threats 24/7, I would say. And nowadays there's threats all over the place, whether that be through cyberbullying or potential all out conflicts all around the world. It really just goes to show that people just aren't having families, and they're having, even when they do, they're having smaller families. Back in the day it was maybe families of maybe four, five, six kids, and now it's maybe one or two. Um, and again, I think a lot of it has to do with beliefs, but also just a lot of it has to do with the world now, the economy, your own beliefs, and then just the world we live in today. It's a scary place, and it can be scary to think about raising a kid and just bringing them into this world that where there are just so many uncertainties.